In a dramatic revelation that highlights severe lapses in security, newly released text messages and body camera footage have exposed a critical failure to prevent the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. These documents, disclosed by the New York Times, detail how authorities were aware of the would-be assassin, Thomas Matthew Crooks, more than 90 minutes before he carried out his deadly attack at a rally in Pennsylvania. The newly uncovered texts from Beaver County Emergency Service Unit members reveal a troubling series of missed opportunities. Contrary to earlier claims that Crooks was identified about 60 minutes before the attack, the messages indicate that he was already known to law enforcement well in advance. The texts show that Crooks, 20, was observed displaying suspicious behavior and was aware of the police presence as he prepared his attack.
Someone followed our lead and snuck in and parked by our cars, just so you know.
I'm just letting you know because you see me go out with my rifle and put it in my car, so he knows you guys are up there sitting to the direct right on a picnic table, about 50 yards from the exit.
At 4:26 p.m., a counter-sniper reported spotting Crooks near the AGR International building, which would later serve as the site for his assault. The officer noted that Crooks was seen with a rangefinder, a tool that raised red flags. This information was shared in a group chat among law enforcement, but was not immediately communicated to Trump's Secret Service detail, according to the NYT report. Body camera footage further illustrates the gravity of the situation. The footage, which captured officers' conversations and actions post-attack, reveals their confusion and frustration. In the immediate aftermath of the shooting, officers are seen grappling with the reality of what transpired. One officer is heard expressing disbelief and trying to piece together how Crooks managed to position himself on the roof without being detected by security. At 5:10 p.m., Crooks was later seen below the counter-snipers who were stationed inside the AGR International building. Despite this, the crucial information about Crooks's presence was not quickly relayed to the Secret Service, allowing him to climb onto the roof undetected. One of the counter-snipers took photos of him and shared them in a group chat at around 5:38 p.m. The delay in communication had tragic results. Crooks fired his AR-15 from the roof, narrowly missing Trump, injuring 2 rallygoers, and killing Corey Comperatore, who was shot while shielding his family.
Kid learning around the building we are in. AGR, I believe it is. I did see him with a rangefinder looking towards stage. FYI. If you want to notify SS snipers to look out. I lost sight of him. Also, a bike with backpacks sitting next to it in rear of building that was not seen earlier.
Call it into command and have a uniform check it out.
The delay in notifying Secret Service agents and the evident miscommunication between local authorities and federal agents have been met with significant criticism. Members of Trump's security team have voiced their frustration over the lack of timely alerts about Crooks's presence. The failure to act on early warnings and the disjointed response between local and federal agencies have raised serious concerns about the adequacy of security measures for protecting high-profile figures. The assassination attempt, carried out by an individual with a premeditated plan and an unknown motive, underscores the urgent need for a thorough review of security protocols. The new evidence of missed warnings and delayed responses adds to the scrutiny of the events leading up to the attack. It began as a routine day for former President Donald Trump. The air was filled with the typical excitement of a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, as Trump stepped onto the stage to address a sea of enthusiastic supporters. But in a moment that will forever be etched in the memories of those present, the atmosphere of hope and anticipation was shattered by the deafening sound of gunshots. As Trump stood before the crowd, the familiar chants of USA, USA echoed through the open air. He was just a few minutes into his speech, proudly showcasing a chart of border-crossing numbers. The former president's words, meant to inspire and rally his base, were abruptly interrupted by the sharp, sudden bursts of gunfire that cut through the excitement like a knife. In a heart-stopping instant, the former president was surrounded by Secret Service agents who sprang into action with remarkable speed and precision. The chaos that ensued was captured in a series of vivid images and audio recordings that reveal the terrifying reality of that fateful moment. An image, taken by a New York Times photojournalist, shows the precise moment the bullet grazed Trump's right ear. The stark contrast between the president's calm demeanor and the violence of the moment was captured in a split second. An ordinary day turned into a scene of peril and bravery. According to the BBC, the shooter, identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks, crawled onto a rooftop approximately 125 meters from Donald Trump's podium. A spectator reportedly saw Crooks with a rifle and attempted to warn law enforcement too, 3 minutes before the shooting, but the loud crowd noise drowned out their efforts. A newly obtained audio recording of Trump's microphone, preserved in the heat of the moment, offers a harrowing glimpse into the chaos that unfolded on that stage. The recording reveals the panicked but controlled exchanges between Trump and his Secret Service detail as they worked to secure his safety. "Go, go, go!" an agent can be heard urgently directing as the shots rang out. "What are we doing?" another agent asks, the urgency of the situation clear in their voice. The recording captures the tension as agents scrambled to get Trump to safety, their commands quick and clipped, reflecting the frantic nature of the scene. "Move! Shooters down! Move!" One of the agents shouts as they hurriedly begin to assist the injured president. "Let me get my shoes! Let me get my shoes!" Trump's voice is steady but strained as he requests to grab his shoes amidst the confusion. In this moment of fear and danger, the former president's instinct was to connect with the crowd. Despite the blood streaming from his ear, he raised his fist toward the supporters, his defiant gesture a symbol of his unyielding spirit. The crowd responded with a surge of patriotic fervor, their voices rising in a chant of USA, USA, as the agents guided Trump away from the stage and towards the waiting black SUV. The image of Trump, bloodied but resolute, his fist thrust in a final show of strength, became an iconic symbol of his courage in the face of violence. As Trump was escorted to safety, the scene was one of both fear and resilience. The blood flowing from his right ear and the visible strain on his face spoke of the immediate danger he had narrowly escaped. But even in that fraught moment, Trump's rallying cry, "Fight, fight," could be seen as a testament to his resolve. Later, Trump's convoy of 27 vehicles was seen departing a hospital in Butler County, Pennsylvania. 2 law enforcement officials, speaking on condition of anonymity, described the harrowing scene where the former president, his ear covered in blood from a gunshot wound, was swiftly pulled away by Secret Service agents. Hours later, as Trump arrived at Newark Airport, the sight of him walking down the stairs of his private jet, waving to the crowd, was a stark contrast to the chaos of earlier. Despite his injuries, he appeared calm and composed, a symbol of endurance in the wake of terror. The identity of the shooter, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, was swiftly revealed. Crooks, a resident of Bethel Park, had perched himself on the roof of a manufacturing plant over 130 yards away from the stage, his deadly intent masked by the serene surroundings. His actions, described as an attempted assassination, ended with his death at the hands of Secret Service snipers. The tragedy of the day was marked by profound questions and reflections. Why did Crooks, so young and seemingly ordinary, harbor such a deadly rage? The FBI's investigation continues, delving into the motives behind this act of violence and the security lapses that allowed it to unfold. In the aftermath, Trump's bravery and the quick response of his Secret Service agents have been hailed as symbols of resilience in the face of violence. The shooting, a stark reminder of the dangers faced by public figures, has sparked a national conversation about security, courage, and the fragile nature of peace in political discourse. As the days pass, the memory of the Butler rally shooting will remain a poignant reminder of the perils of public life and the indomitable spirit of those who face them. The world watched as Trump, injured but unbroken, turned a moment of fear into a testament to his enduring strength and forever echoed his iconic fist-up image in the minds of the Americans for generations to come.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened